Welcome back to this tutorial. We're still busy with our mini album, that is the waterfall album. The next page I cut down to size, and let me give you the measurements again. I cut this, it is a 7 5/8 by 7 5/8, and the solid cardstock I did that the same measurement, 7 5/8. We're working with this one now. I've got all the waterfalls ready to put in. This one is the measurement for it. It is 11 5/8 in the length, and I cut it down to 5.5 inches. You need 2 of them. We need 2. That's the 2 that we need. Then we are going to score. We're going to score 1/2 inch on the first side, 1/2 inch, and at 6. I've got a small scoreboard, so I'm turning mine around, and I'm going to do another 1/2 inch. The next one, we're going to score at 5 inches. We're scoring, turn around, and this one is 1.5. Okay, that is for our fold waterfall for this page. I'm just going to put the page down there so I can bring this over. Let me show you how this is going to work. Okay, this one is 6 inches, so that flap there, it's going to go down, and the base is 6 inches, and that is going to come over. We've got a small flap here as well. We can turn and bring this one in, and we're going to glue or tape this one onto the flap, and that's going to fold over and on here. Now you can decide what you want to do with this little one. I didn't want to cut it off. It's waste of paper. I can use it. I just want to burnish it. You can use it this way for a pocket. You can use it this way for a pocket. Let's just put these two together, and then we can decide what we want to do. I think I'm going to do score tape, and I'll use the narrow one so I can have it on my flap. And I'm just gonna cut it, finish it, and let's lift it up. This bone folder is really very nice, especially for us with our plastic nails. My fingers are so short. And let's put that one on. Just line it up the best as you can. Hold it, peel it, and press down. Okay, so we've got a whole long waterfall. So now on this flap here, that's gonna go into the book like that. I'm gonna do my score tape on that one as well, and down. And let's burnish, We can put it in if you want to. I think that's what I am going to do. Just gonna lift a little bit. Now you can put it in the middle. You can put it a little bit to the side, that you've got more space on here. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put it, just want to get and hold it. I'm going to put it a little bit to the side, and then I've got more space to decorate my paper. And I think that looks fairly good. Let's press it down. Okay, and I can take this one off. Here, as clamps. And just make sure I'm straight. So this is like a corsetino. How are we going to close this? We're going to use our ribbon. Let me get the ribbon. I'm just going to cut a piece. That might be a little bit too much. Let's do it this way. And twice. And a little bit on. A little bit more for the bow. That's it. And let's cut this in half. Tin it. And we can put that one there. See if it's half in the middle. And that one there. Yeah, that looks good to me. Just press it down. Now I'm just going to do the score type air at the same time, just to secure it more. So on the edge there, and that one also on the edge. And that's what we're going to do. We have our bow. Okay, let's move on to this page. I cut this down already, so when we cut off from our previous waterfall, this piece was left, and I am going to use it to make a pocket. Now let me show you the easiest way of making pockets. I want to fold it in. I don't want to glue it on the inside together. All I do, I hold my finger there where the paper ends and just bring it over and finished it. You can put it in your scoreboard if you want to do a score line there, but this is as easy. Just make sure you're on the edge of your paper, and that is, now this is a little bit too much, we can cut it off, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Just eyeball it, just eliminate bulk, that's all. Okay, now let's do our pocket first. Turn it over. We can put glue, and that's what I'm going to use. It's just wet glue. You can put score tape if you want to, but we are going to put score tape over the flap. We're just going to do the one side. Then we're going to line it up. Make sure we're in our fold, and we'll even with the paper, the edge, the end, and let's bring this over and press it down. We can finish it. Now let's bring it over and we can burnish. If anything seeps out here, we just can. Now you can pick what you want. You can put glue there or at the bottom of your page. I'm just going to do at the bottom of my page, and just a line of glue. And bring it over. You should be even with the edge of your paper. That's how easy it is to make these pockets. And now we're going to do this one. Bring it over and finish it. That's your pocket. Okay, so we can put this aside, and what we did is we did cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and the measurements for that is 5.5 by 5. 5.5 side, we're going to score at the half. I'm just going to bring it over. 5.5. You can score wherever you want. Score on the 5. And let's do all of them. Right, let's fold it over. And let's do this one. Now let's bring this one back. So we'll bring this back, and we are going to have a waterfall that's coming from the top. The first one we are going to put over, and we're going to glue it down. But first I want to round the corners. And I'm just going to, for this one, use wet glue. Now I've got some very close to the score line. That one there as well, very close to the score line. Okay, let's try again. I got it in the middle. And let's press it down and burnish. And let's clean this. So that was the first one. Second one, we are going to put it up and we will have a little bit showing. So if you want to measure, and you will have 14 a quarter of an inch in between. That's where I'm going to put my mark, and I know that's where it's going to go. And then I'm going to put some score tape on. Finish. I'm just going to lift the corner. And just make sure that I am fairly even with that one. I can bring it down. Now I can move it up a bit. That's it. I'm going to press it down so I'm in place. And let's finish it. So I'm going to do the rest of them and then I'll come and show you. Right, let me show you. I've put mine all in. The first one, we did it at the back and then just a quarter of an inch that I've got space there. And I put the second one, the third one, I'll just butt it up to that there's no pink showing, just the black. Did it with that one as well, and then that was the last one. So when you closed it, you will see you will come very close to your pocket. You can just lift it up, and then I've cut another piece, and there's measure 5 by 5 around the corners, and that's going to be our closure for the waterfall. That don't make this piece shorter. If you make it like 5 by 5, it is a good length so that it can keep your waterfall close. So we are done with this. We are going to put some score tape all around, and we're going to do this one as well, score tape all around, and we're going to put it in our book. So I'm ready to put mine in the book. My score tape is on, and then I'm just going to let it see if I'm away from my score line. Yes, I'm away. Okay, and then let's lift every score, backing of a score tape. Now I've got a few here where we've put the ribbon on, and let's do that one while we're at it. and then this side. Now you will see I jumped this page, the one with the pocket, because I did by mistake these 2 pages first. So we will come back and do these 2. Okay, so I hope you're with me. That is these 2 with a pocket. We will come back and do that. So we've got these 2 pages in, and let's go back to this one. And I'm just going to put that one. So it is going to be these 2. Now I've got these offcuts, and I do have another one. And I think that is it. I think that's the only offcuts that I've got. So I was thinking of using them. I might put, oh, that one. That one fits actually very nice. Let me just see what's the measurement for this one is. That's 4.5 by 7.5. I might put it, let's use this one, but let me just bring the book over so you can see. I just want to move my camera a little bit. Sorry guys, I keep on bumping it. It is so close to my work surface. Now we've got pink there, the same pattern paper as that one. I might change my mind and use this one. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I think I'm going to cut this one down. You say, what about this? What about this side? That's fine. That's fine. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Let me cut this down, and that's going to be 7 5/8. So let me, before I lie to you, yes, 7 5/8. That's what I'm going to cut this one down. So I do have another offcut from the previous page, and this is exactly the same. I might have to trim a little bit, yes, and I'm just going to do that with my scissors. It's not a lot to cut off, so I'm going to incorporate this. So we can do it this way, or we can do it this way. I think this way it's going to be better. Now you can cut this so that it just about to fit, and on your page, let me see, you know what is that bit? I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna glue this one down, and I'm not even gonna bother doing it. I'm just gonna glue it down. I glued mine two together, and I think they look very nice. Just need to rub that out. So on this page, oops, there is glue coming out. Just want to clean it up. So on this page, we are going to put some flowers, and this one we're going to put some flowers as well. So this is our pocket page. So now we can come back to this one. We need to cut our paper down to 7 5/8 by 7 5/8. Let me do mine and I can show you what we will do. Now I've got the waterfall for this page. So I found this piece that was cut off from our page that we've done already and put it on our book, and I just cut it to fit on this page. And let me show you. This page is gonna come in here. So we've got our pocket and this page is we're gonna put it in here. And then on this side, this is our 2 waterfalls we are going to use. So you need to cut 2 pieces. That is 6 inches, and you score it at half, and it is 6 1/2. So you cut 6 1/2 by 6 1/2, and doesn't matter which side, you score at 1/2 inch. You need 2 of them, so we are putting it in, and then that one is going to come underneath there. And then we're using a brad for a closure. That's my brad. So I'm just gonna, I've put some score tape already on my flaps, and I'm just gonna put it down. So all I'm gonna do is put it down so it's half in the middle. Let's get it. So this is my page, and so just like half in the middle and a little bit from the edge there, because this side is going to go onto where the book is going to turn. So I might bring it up a little bit more, so let it show a little bit more of paper. And I think that is good. That one, I'm just going to butt it up to the other one. And I think that's good. Press it down. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside. So what I'm going to do, I just want to get some paper for the closure for the brad. I'm just going to grab it all together and then I can show you. Let me show you what I've done. So I've got my closure with the brad. That is our waterfalls that we did put in. On this side, and then it comes closer with the brad. So what I've done, that one, it's just 2 3/8 by 2 1/2 inches. Sorry, inches. 2 1/2 inches by 2 3/8. And all I did is I made a hole for the brad, and then I put as my flowers on. This flowers is I've just cut this down so that it can fit there, and I've got these flowers that I've made already, and I just put a few of them on. So that page is now done, and I got my score tape, and let's put it in our book. Okay, I've take the middle score tape off this side, and let's get this one off. I don't know if there's any other easier way of doing these score tapes. I know there's a lot of people that they just take it off at once, but I cannot. I will have to go and do that over. I can promise you that. Okay, so let's turn that and burnish it. So what we doing with these that look like that, we will come back to this, and then we will put a nice paper on it. You can put even more photos here. There's enough space. So let's see. Yeah, 5.5. Let's bring it over, and that is the closure for this page. So this one page is done, and we on our second last two pages. Let's get to our pattern paper, and let's trim it down to fit. My pattern paper I cut to size, and that was the collage one, and I made sure that I can get the best picture or the best design out. You're gonna need 2 of these ones. So it is 8 3/4 in the length and 4 inches in the width. So you need 2. And then we're going to score it. I just want to take this away, put it in your scoreboard, and if you moved it 1/8 of an inch on, then score it at the 4-inch mark. 1/8 on, 4-inch mark, and you're going to do the same with that one. Your next score, if you put that another 8-inch on and score it at the 4-inch mark, you're going to do it with this one the same. This is a little bit of an odd size, but I'm going to show you why it is like that. That is our flap. We're going to put it underneath, and that one comes from the top, and it's going to go like that. This one flap is going to go underneath, and that is what it's going to look like when it's in the book. It's down this at this corner. Just let there a little bit of pattern paper showing, and they just made each other there, just about. Then we are going to make a closure, and we're going to come and do it from this side, and I'm going to use another brad. Let me grab that and I can show you. Let me show you how I do my brad closures. I've got this, it is a 2 by 3, and I've got 2 pieces, and I glue them together. Then I will come in and see if I even it on this side, and I have a little bit over there, I might bring it a little bit more over here. Just if you leave it like that, it will close it. Now what I'll do, I'll put my finger there. That's where I'm going to put the brad. Then I will turn it, and it is past both of them. So that is perfect then. And when I see that is fine, I've got a soft cushion here to do my hole. Okay, so I've got my pricking tool, and you don't need a big hole. I just need to have this nice and even, and that is where I want my brad to go in. You can try and put it in. Let's do that just to do a test. Open it a little bit, and let's see if that's gonna work. Yes, it's going past my paper. So now I know that is fine. Now I'm going to get some decorative pieces to put on there, and then I normally put another piece at the back because this is just card, a thin cardstock, the pattern paper. It's not heavy, and I've got this piece, and all I do, I'll just cut a piece off and just poke a hole, and it's just to support the paper and the brad. And let's just put it in. And now we can open it and secure it. So there it is. Turn it, and it works perfectly. Now at this stage you can do whatever you want on your piece and make it nice and decorative. I'm just going to leave mine, and I'm going to go on to the next page. Just want to bring this over, put it down. So we are on this one, and I've cut it down already to size, and I've got my cardstock that I need to cut down, and I'm just gonna do a few of them, and let me show you what I've got in mind for that. So this piece that I've got here ready that I want to score, it is 8 1/4, and then we're going to score it at 7 1/2, and the width is 5 3/4. So let's just score it at half. This is just one big flap that we are going to have, and I'm trying to put it in the middle. So if it's not even with your, you see I stick a little bit out there, I'm just going to trim that down. And I think I'm just going to put wet glue before I trim that down, so I make sure the amount that I have to trim down. And we're going to put it in the middle of our cardstock, and let's finish that. I just need to bring this back. So and that's actually this way that I want it. It's a little bit more coming out. I just clean it up, and let's see, turn it. Yes. Now I'm just gonna take my ruler. You can put it in your trimmer, and let's just cut it down. And that's it. I think I'm gonna round the corners just so that you can see there's a difference. So you can put a very nice big picture on there, or even smaller ones, and on this side as well. Now you're going to tell me, what closure are we going to use? We are going to use closure, but it will be in a cluster of flowers. Score tape around, and then we can put it in our book. We can put both our pages, score tape, and then put it in the book. So I'm all in. Ooh. And I've finished everything very well. So yes, we're going to on our last 2 pages. This will be probably in the next tutorial, because I've got a good idea what I want to do on this side. And this is my paper that I've got left that I can use. I've got my off cards, I've got a solid color, and I've got these 2 that is left that I can use on here. And then we're gonna start doing all the decorations, and we can do the front of our book, the spine, and the back.